Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. And the Seminoles will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Florida's return team didn't help matters out much with that one. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench-clearing brawls in the middle of the field before opening kickoff. This game just feels different.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off play action. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. We can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Gators get enough for the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Florida State! Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the foot.
He's loose. He's at the 40. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in 2-hand touch?
No. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Gets it to the back. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30, the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gator. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Leaves it with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. The Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry up. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Noles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Turner. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes a catch at the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defense.
And he makes the catch inside the 25. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag. It's just guys that I know I can throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways.
Touchdown, no! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He makes a catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Bowling Green. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. All kinds of running room. Inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ready to fire from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Discards a man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive.
He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. At the 20, he is smashing people. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A designed run for the quarterback. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on the board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Got a man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. He lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Looking for a deep man. And the pass is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Right back to it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Catch in the middle, it's Rourke. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the option. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion from the offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Florida! What? Go for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 9 over Tulane. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Delivers to contact. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Roy. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The give to the back. The Gators will keep this drive going.
And I I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Florida, 27.
And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll take another shot here. Working the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Wants to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick. Feeling some heat. And it's incomplete as he really need to pick up this. The officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You would. Touchdown Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the 2nd half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and they back it up here.
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
third down play from the gun. He's got his man.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. He now has 108 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Finds his man.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Dropping back, it's Browning. Pocket starts to collapse.